Yep, it's me again. They hate us, that's why they give a fuck about us at the same time. I am your host, JD Miles. The MGTOWs, they love to hate. Even the ones that claim everybody loves to hate them, loves to hate MGTOW at the same time. This is why our haters keep us relevant to this day. Now, before I begin, shout out to FBE Capital. I'm going to leave the link to the full video in the description box, but everybody should now know this. So apparently, Ribby, the party bachelor frog, has been censored. And which is no surprise, well, for me, because by the end of this video, I want everybody to understand that YouTube has a side, an obvious side, in which I will get in YouTube's ass later on down the pipe. But I can tell you this: FBE Capital and others like myself who decided to blow the lid on this one-sided bullshit. Oh, we about to let everything out the bag. And which, of course, y'all see the title of the video. You see, you got biased social media platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Reddit. You got the biased news outlets, these biased internet sites. All of these entities, they don't want no one to know the real truth, which is even society itself. They don't want nobody to know the actual truth, that they all have a side. Ain't it funny? All we hear is toxic masculinity. All we hear is misogyny. All we hear is sexist. How these men spaces are extremists and terrorists. While at the same time, they have no problem with modern toxic feminism running rampant throughout all parts. And before I play this video, I want this one thing that everybody to know. I want everybody to know that they are gunning for FBE Capital. And yes, they're trying to keep this video from coming out. And I'll tell you this, YouTube, any attempt to delete or try to censor this video, I will make damn sure this video goes on Rumble. Oh, that's right. YouTube doesn't control Rumble. Either way, the truth will come out. Now, I will play a snippet, just a snippet, and I'll leave the link to the full video in the description box. All right, enough talking. Let's hear it.
So guys, a quick heads up before we start. Today I'll be dropping a remix of an unseen video. Now I had to tone it down a lot just to get it out, and it's basically become a whole new video since about a dozen attempts all got blocked and led to some serious issues behind the scenes. But I'll explain everything that went down in a new series that I'm dropping this week, so stay tuned for that. And for now, enjoy the vid.
We need to all men.
I wondered why the security was trying to keep me back, and I think it's for my own safety.
When we ride at midnight, for all men, we will spare the trans community.
Honestly, the virus isn't men fast enough.
The only people moaning are the loser men who have three tactics to go out and get a woman into bed.
My friends think I should trick him and stop taking my birth control.
Men have never been in control of our bodies. Clap if you think that she should trick him.
See, feminism did see accurately that we value male work more than we value female work. But there's also the issue that we value female life more than we value male life.
Do you think women should also have to register for selective service like men?
I have to think about whether I think it's necessary to go as far as our military.
When feminism becomes male bashing, that's toxic.
It is not just the guys in Los Angeles, Nashville, Dallas, and they're not any better in the Midwest. They, quite frankly, I think they're trash all over this country.
Y'all been trash. Y'all been trash. Y'all been trash.
You're all replaceable. Don't ever get too comfortable.
Yes, exactly. They want to cry about men being sexist, men being misogynistic, while at the same time, these bitches are no different from the men they complain about. They also show their own form of sexism and misandry. But somehow it's only okay. It's okay for a woman to be sexist. It's okay for a woman to be misandrous. Oh, that gets a pass. According to these biased social media sites like YouTube, news outlets, internet sites, what may have you. But men being sexist, men being misogynistic, that should be demonized. And I've been talked about this shit. They'll demonize one form of sexism while trying to protect they'll try to demonize one half of sexism in the gender, while at the same time protect and give a pass to the other side of sexism. And yes, YouTube, you are just as guilty. You have a side. This is the reason why YouTube doesn't like men having their own groups, men speaking their voice and let their issues be heard. And as one dumb fuck sat there and say, oh, feminism is unbeatable. They constantly win. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then how come feminism fear the manosphere? How come feminism fear the red pill? How come feminism fear MGTOW? I mean, for a feminist movement that is unbeatable and constantly wins, why do they fear their opposition to the point to where they want to silence and censor while at the same time they are able to be sexist. They are able to be misandrous. And shout out to all the content creators who are actually calling it down the middle instead of picking a side. But let's continue on with the video.
There's a world of difference between a man who's and a man who makes fun of girls' nights out. How can you actually lump them all together?
Yeah, I know that not every man is a, but I think that every man benefits.
We want the species to go on, but we want it only to go on with women in it.
And what's more, their sexist and their misandry is blatantly out in the open. Oh, women can be sexist. Women can be misandrous. But let this be a man saying the same thing about women. He hates women. He's a misogynist. He's sexist against women. He should be silenced and censored. But let these women say it. But these women show their sexist, their misandrous, and their hatred of men, somehow that's different. But we are to believe that these dumb fucks who have a bias is all about equality, is all about fairness. Fairness, fuck out of here. We all can clearly see what is going on. And yes, they think we are so dumb and so ill-informed that they think we don't see this shit right in front of our faces. Let's continue.
Only to go on with women in it.
So obviously, there's a lot to unpack here, and I haven't even shown you the worst part. You see, over the past years, feminism has drifted away from wanting basic rights and equality for women to simply tearing down men and women who do not agree with an ever-increasing set of radical beliefs.
Trans men are men. They are superior. They are elevated. They are on a higher level than the rest of
And there you have it. We got more sexism from a femitard. Let's continue.
men.
It's disgusting. I've read some of the things that people say. It is. But I also have a gripe with you saying things like, well, men.
Not only is this alienating men from the movement, but surprisingly, more and more women are now also coming forward saying they are being targeted and harassed by feminists for simply thinking for themselves.
On the topic of sort of online, but I receive a lot of it too. 75% of it, I would say, comes from women who are feminists.
That's right. They not only go after the men, but also their own gender. All because they're not going to fall in line. And keep in mind, everybody has a right to their own opinion. Everybody has a right to their own belief. But according to these dumb fucks, they think that, oh, everyone should fall in line with this, that, and the third. And it's not just feminism here. Look how woke Hollywood pushes their garbage, and when people show just how much they don't like it, oh, they turn around, they want to shame, and then you got social media sites like YouTube, sitting there trying to run interference, telling people what they should and should not talk about. That's right, YouTube. Don't think we didn't forget about the Bud Light and Dylan Mulvaney situation and how you tried this and how y'all were trying y'all very hardest to try to silence and censor anybody from speaking on it. But of course, I'm gonna stop the video right here. If y'all want to see the full video, the link will be in the comment section of my video. But it's about time this shit gets be known. So basically, according to all these biased sources, from social media to news outlets to podcasts to talk shows, it's wrong for men to be sexist against women. It's wrong for a man to be misogynistic. It's wrong for a man to hate women, which I ain't gonna lie, it's rightfully so. But at the same time, these are the same ones who wants to portray this shit as, oh, but it's okay for women to be sexist against men. It's okay for women to be misandristic. It's okay for women to hate men. You even got these dumb feminists talking about, oh, we need to kill all men. Oh, men need to be wiped off from the face of the earth. Oh, but that ain't sexist, right? That ain't sexist, right? But at the moment men speak up against this shit, all of a sudden now these biased sources have a problem, even going as far as to silence and censor anyone that doesn't fall in line with their beliefs. MGTOW brothers and all men alike, don't let these biased sources sit there and tell you what you should and should not say, especially when they have no problem promoting the same shit Well, the opposite of what they can't stand. But nevertheless, I said what I had to say. The link to FBE Capital's video will be in the description box. I said what I had to say. I'm done and I'm out this bitch. Later.